Hey guys, I'm Brent. Welcome to the Daily Devo. Today we're going to talk about remembering the poor. Have you ever had one of those moments where you stopped at a red light and you see a homeless man or woman standing at the corner and you really wish you could give them something? But unfortunately, you may not have had any spare change or cash and you just kind of ignore them. Listen, I've been there and it's one of the most awkward feelings ever. It's just awkward talking about it. But here's the thing. What if you and I made a really strong effort to remember the poor or the person in need before we see them in their struggle? In Galatians 2, Paul and Barnabas were extended the right hand of fellowship as apostles in the Lord's church from Peter, James, and John. Paul was specifically recognized for his gift of communication and ability to connect with the Gentiles. You see, Paul, without question, was an amazing orator of the gospel. And as a result, the apostles essentially assigned Paul the task of preaching to as many Gentiles as possible. But they also wanted to make sure that the ministry of the poor wasn't neglected. You see, in verse 10 of Galatians 2, here's what Paul says was told to him by Peter, James, and John. He said, "Their only suggestion was that we keep on helping the poor, which I have always been eager to do." What I like about this passage is the fact that the apostles made the ministry of helping the needy or disenfranchised a priority. It wasn't a secondary thought. It wasn't something that they would do at the spur of the moment, but it was something that they were intentional about. How amazing would it be if you and I shifted gears and made serving those who are poor a priority in our personal lives? And to be very clear, people who are poor aren't always people standing on a street corner. Sometimes those who are poor could simply be poor in spirit. Life hit them really hard and they're struggling. Other times, those who are poor are those who are treated poorly and disenfranchised because they're in the minority group. Instead of having those awkward red light moments when we see someone in need, like the apostles, let's make it a priority to remember them in our daily routine. You see, here's the truth of the matter. The gospel isn't just preached. The gospel is lived. And the way you and I live out the gospel is by being the hands and feet of Christ to those who are in need. Let's be intentional. Let's make it a priority. Let's be eager to remember the poor.